In this video, we'll discuss about neuroglial cell. What is neuroglial cell? Neuroglial cell is also called as glial cells or non-neural cell. Non-neural cell means they are not the part of neuron. They are not part of neuron, but they are associated with the neuron, and they perform different type of functions. So non-neuronal cells not part of neuron but associated with that neuron and perform different type of functions. So they are non-neuronal cells of nerve system. In our body, around approximately 86 to 100 billion glial cell are present. They are supportive cells and packaging cells. They are supportive and packaging cells. They are around 30 to 40 times more than in number. 30 to 40 times more than in number as compared to neuron. But as compared to that size, they are smaller than neuron. So 30 to 40 times more, but the size are smaller. So now neuroglial cells are what is the summary? That non-neural cells more in number, 30 to 40 times more in number as comparing to neuron, but smaller than neuron. So here the basics of size and cytoplasmic process, that internal organization. The neuroglial cells are two types based on their size, cytoplasmic process. That neuroglial cells are two types. First one is presented in central nervous system, CNS means first one is CNS, second one is PNS, peripheral nervous system. In central nervous system, there are four types of glial cells. One is astrocytes, second one is oligodendrocytes, then ependymal cell, then microglial cells. So what are the four cells presented in our central nervous system? Astrocytes, oligodendrocytes, then ependymal cell, and microglial cell. In peripheral nervous system, two type of glial cells are present. One is satellite cell, another one is Schwann cell. So totally 6. One by one we will discuss each cells in detail. So central nervous system, astrocytes, oligodendrocytes, then ependymal, microglial. Peripheral nervous system, satellite and Schwann cell. So first start with astrocytes. Astro, the word represent. Astro means star shape. Cyte means cell. So star shaped cell. These cells are star shaped. They are most abundant and largest. So this one is the most abundant and largest. These astrocytes are two types. Protoplasmic astrocyte cell, second one is fibrous. So protoplasmic astrocytes, second one is fibrous. So here the astrocytes function. What are the functions? They will perform, first function, they will form blood-brain barrier. What is blood-brain barrier? The blood supply which present around that nerve system. Astrocytes form a check system. Okay, it is a checking, it have that check system or the checking mechanism that anything which goes towards that nerve system from the blood. The astrocytes first check those component or the nutrient or the ions. Afterward they will check and they will allow. So just like they form a barrier system blood between the blood and brain, so it form the check mechanism, so that the ions and nutrient or other things can regulate, and because our nerve system is too sensitive, so the astrocytes are like this only. They form the blood brain barrier. Second function is that they control neurotransmitter around the synapse. So they control the neurotransmitter around synapse. Then third function, they regulate potassium ion concentration, so that uh, astrocytes regulate potassium, and the next function is that they provide glucose to that neutron, glucose to the neuron for metabolic support, because the glucose is providing substance for the energy. So astrocytes over. Second one is oligodendrocytes. Oligodendrocytes are same as that astrocytes, shape similar, resemble like astrocytes, but they are smaller and having fever process only. What are the function they are doing? They secrete that myelin sheet, and this myelin sheet is formed with protein and lipids. The myelin sheet insulate the axonal membrane. So axonal membrane, that myelin sheet insulate the axonal membrane, and what will happen when the insulation of that axonal membrane done, that with the help of insulation, the speed of nerve conduction can enhance. So speed of nerve conduction enhance. This is oligodendrocytes. Now the third one, that is ependymal cell. That ependymal cell is cuboidal to columnar shaped cell. So this one is the cuboidal, this one is the cuboidal, this one is the columnar shaped cells. They passes the microvilli and cilia. So this one, the smaller one, is the microvilli and cilia. Like that finger like projection are present, so that microvilli and cilia are presented in that that finger like projection on that these ependymal cells outermost surface, that cilia and microvilli are present, as the cilia and microvilli are present where in that upper region, this microvilli and these cilia are present. They form epithelial lining of ventricles of that brain and that spinal cord. So that epithelial lining is formed by ependymal cell, and that epithelial lining is known as ependymal. So epithelial lining is formed by ependymal cell, and that epithelial lining is known as ependymal cell. Now what are the functions of ependymal cells? uh, Ependymal cells is product and nourish the brain and spinal cord. So product and nourish that brain and spinal cord. Next functions they involve in the production of uh, cerebrospinal fluid, so that epithermal nourish this one product and nourish that brain and spinal cord involved in this production of CSF. So this is the functions of ependymal cell. Last fourth cell in central nervous system, microglial cell. That this one is the smallest glial cell. They have the spine like projection. So they having spine like projection. What are the function? What the function is that main function phagocytes like macrophages. So what happened? With the help of phagocytic action, they remove the cell debris which are formed during that normal development of nerve system. During normal development of nerve system, the cell debris formed. So this one will remove. So this is all about that microglial cells. So four cells central nerve system discussed. Next one is PNS, peripheral nerve system. First cell, Schwann cell. This Schwann cell also termed as neurolemma cell. Okay, this one also called as neurolemma cell. Figures like this, they encircle that peripheral nerve system axon, PNS axon. So like oligodendrocytes, they form the myelin sheet around that axon, but the axon which present in that peripheral nerve system, here myelin sheet is secreted by Schwann cell. Myelin sheet is secreted by Schwann cells. So what are the function? They secrete myelin sheet and they maintain and regulation of neuron. Maintain and regulation of neuron after injury. If there are injury, there is a jerk will happen in that axon. So in the PNS axon, the Schwann cell will help to regenerate or will help to recover this injury. So here the Schwann cell also named as neurolemma cells. So this is Schwann cell. Last one is satellite cell. Satellite cells are present. These are the flat cell surround neuronal cell body in that ganglia. Surround neuronal cell body in that ganglia. So these, what are the functions? What are the functions? They regulate the exchange of material between neuron and interstitial fluid. So regulate exchange of material between neuron and interstitial fluid. Simultaneously, they regulate that neurotransmitter level. Regulate neurotransmitter level. In this video, discussed neuroglial cell. This one is the non-neural cells. Approximately 86 to 100 million cell is present, 30 to 40 times more but smaller. And then based on that cytoplasmic process site and size, two system, two four six type of cell. Central nervous system having 4 different type of cell, peripheral nervous system having 2 type of cell. Astrocytes function, oligodendrocytes, ependymal cell, microglial cell. Schwann cell and satellite cell. Thanks for watching.